Good morning, students. I welcome you all to the online teaching session of Academic World School, Bemitra. Today we are going to continue the topic tenses which we began in the previous lecture. In the last lecture we saw that the tenses means time broadly dividing. There are three tenses: present tense, past tense and future tense. And each tense is subdivided into four subtenses. It's like simple, continue, perfect and perfect continue. In present tense we saw that simple present tense is used for habitual actions which are the part of your habit. And present continuous tense, the actions which are going on at the time of speaking. Present perfect tense we saw for the actions which have recently happened or completed, but it has still its connection with the present moment. And present perfect continuous tense we saw for the actions which began in the past and is continuing at the present also, right? Same way we are going to see about past tense today. Now past means which has already gone behind. Just before a moment, whatever I said, that is now the part of past tense. It is always said that we should always keep our past with us, but we should not dwell in it. And it is very important tense because most of the time of the day we spend in speaking about the past action, past event only. The newspaper which we read, maximum news contains about the past tense because it is covered by the reporter, that we call report. Means what? Already the incident has occurred, so it has been ported once again, so that we call reported. So let's see simple past tense. Now simple past tense means simply the action occurred, it's done. Now no part of the action is left at the present moment. So what the definition says here, it says simple past tense is used to indicate an action that took place before the present moment. Here it is important. Any action that took place before the present moment, just a second before, that is also the present moment. So just a present moment, and that has no effect. It is very important here. That has no effect on the present situation. It doesn't have any impact on my present. If it is still bothering me, though the action is over, in that case I will not use simple past tense. I will use present perfect tense. Let's see through the examples here. People contributed to fight against COVID-19. As usual, the formula will remain the same for simple past tense. For example, we will use subject. After subject, we take usually second form of the verb here because it is simple past tense. As we can see here, present tense and past tense. We had seen four forms of the verb yesterday. Likely, first form is called present form, second form is past form, third form past participle, and fourth form of the verb, that is the present participle, that is ing form. So here I have written only two forms because we need mostly here first form of the verb and second form of the verb. Let's write here, it is the first form of the verb and it is the second form of the verb. Like contribute, contributed, instruct, instructed, pollute, polluted, convince, convinced, and share, shared. Likely. And here we have to use here the second form of the verb in simple past tense. So the definition simply says subject plus second form of the verb and then would come the object, right? So main formula because subject and object are integral part of any sentence. So the main formula lies here at the verb, which is also the soul of any sentence, right? So here people is the subject and contributed. Action is done of contribution. Now it doesn't have any relation with the present moment. It doesn't have any. When I said that took place just before the moment, isn't it? Before the present moment, it means it may be 1 hour before, it may be 1 minute before, it may be 10 years before, or even maybe 1,000 years back. Anything may go in past tense, right? Simply when it doesn't have any connection with the present moment. People contributed to fight against COVID-19. They contributed. The job of contribution is done. Action is over now. It doesn't have to do anything with the present moment. Are people going to ask their contribution back? No, right? They even don't think. So teacher instructed students, for example, to write carefully. Instruction, that the teacher gave the instruction and students started writing carefully. Simply he gave the instruction and the action is done. We do not take efforts also to do the action, right? Simply the action is done. So which sentences should we bring in present perfect tense then? For example, I have lost my purse. If I say here, one more example, I have lost my purse. If I say I have lost my purse, can I say this sentence simply like I lost my purse? Yes, we can. That is also right sentence because the action is done. I lost my purse. That is okay. But is it affecting you at the present moment? Are you worried about your purse? Yes, definitely. You are going to lodge a complaint, right, in the police station, and therefore if it is affecting you, so you can use instead simple past tense present perfect tense. I have completed homework. I have present perfect tense. Why present perfect tense? Because I am curious to show that homework to the teacher. Therefore though the action is over, but still I am worried about that. So in that cases you can use present perfect tense, but mostly keep the habit of saying anything in simple past tense because everything cannot be the part of present perfect tense. I hope you understood this simple past tense. So the formula of simple past tense is subject plus second form of the verb and then object. This is so we can say simply the simple past tense is used to indicate an action that took place just before the present moment and has no connection with the present, right? So at one more place we are using simple past tense. Let me tell you that. If you remember, simple present tense we used to use for the habits, right? For example, for the present tense, she sings songs every day. Simple present tense. It is a habit. I wake up early in the morning. That is my habit of waking up, right? Every day. When we say, can the same habit be used in past tense as well? Can we show or indicate the habits which was in the past? Definitely. So we can say simple past tense is also used. Past tense is used to indicate past habits. Past habits. See, it is more important. For example, he wrote poems every day. Every day. Here it is the time denoting word I have used, every day. Every day means it was the regular part of his life, likely writing the poem. For example, we can take she practiced every day to get first prize. Probably she wanted to get first prize in any competition, so she practiced every day. Sometimes instead of every day, we can say he took morning walk usually. Usually can be used. Always can be used. Casually can be used. Frequently can be used. Generally can be used. So point denoting action, point denoting words can be used either there and without them also. You can show that how it was the part of habit of person. So for expressing past habit also we use simple past tense. I hope now it is very clear to you, right? Here simply we use which form of the verb? Second form of the verb, right? Now let's come to the second tense, past continuous tense. We are going to study now past continuous tense. Now as the tense suggests continuous and past too, right? So past continuous tense, it is also called progressive, past progressive tense, because something is in progress, right, going on. Just imagine right now here, past tense means yesterday. Let's take yesterday. When you are sitting at your home, what were you doing? Just imagine something live which was going on. Were you watching television? Yes. Was your mother cooking food? So you can say, my mother was cooking food. Means anything which comes live of the past tense, and to express such kind of actions, we generally use past continuous tense. And one thing is sure in the formula, that when we say continue, ing is going to be there to the verb form, means present participle in ing form. For example, if we say going, writing, singing, swimming, it has to be there. And no ing is added to the verb unless and until I take helping verb. I need a sort of helping verb. So which helping verb are we using? Is, am, are for the present continuous, and was and were for past continuous. Okay, so let me write the formula. Formula simply will be subject, then it is the integral part of the sentence. Then for past I will take was or were, and then was and were, and then I will use verb plus ing form of the verb, and then will be the object, right? So what is more important here in this rule? Was or were, isn't it? Why? Because ing to the verb cannot be added without was, were. Can I say she writing a letter? No, she was writing a letter. They were discussing the topic. They discussing the topic, can we say? No, they were discussing the topic. People running on the road? No, people were running on the road. So just whichever comes to you before your mind, which was continued in the past, we use past continuous tense. Now let me write the definition here. Definition would say, a simple definition I am trying to make it. Past continuous tense is used for past actions in progress. Therefore we call it as progressive tense also. Past action, but they are running actions. They are in progress, right? So let's write example here. Example, she was reading a book. She was reading a book. Can we see here what she was doing? Reading. Here I have used ing form to the verb, as well as helping verb I have taken was. Was we use for singular subject, that you know, I know, and were is used for the plural subject. Okay, it is for singular and this is for plural verb. Now let's take another example here. For example, Sujit was watching television. Sujit was watching television. It is. Here we find watching, ing we have added to the verb form, as well as was is the verb that we have used. So there is nothing more to explain in past continuous tense. But one more thing I would definitely like to add. When two actions will be joined together, I am going to repeat again. When two actions will be joined together, means two verbs will be there, two sort of actions. In that case, one tense we will be using simple past tense and second will be of continue, or maybe the first continue and second simple past, but we will mix simple past tense and past continuous tense. Let me write one more example here so that you will understand. When he arrived, I was reading a book. I was reading a book. Here, two sentences, means two clauses I have joined them. So the rule says, when two clauses will be there, instead of taking two sentences of continue, we can take one simple past tense and one past continue. Here I have used second form of the verb. It tells it is the past tense, simple past, right? And here it is was plus ing is the verb, so it is past continuous. Past continuous tense. Understood? Right? So let me repeat it again. Past continuous tense formula is simply subject plus was or were and then ing form of the verb we are taking. Then it shows the actions which were continue in past, right? Or we can say unfinished actions also. Unfinished means which were not finished. Till that point, those actions were still going, right? So now let's come to the next tense. And next tense is past perfect tense, right? Past perfect tense. Now, as the word suggests, past perfect tense. Perfect means something which is done past perfect tense. Now, past perfect tense, as the word indicates, perfect means completely done. That no part of the action is left now. Okay. So, when we say about the past, again we have to move to the past again, right? So, when we go, first of all, let us write formula. Here we will write subject, then plus. If you remember, for present perfect we had used have or has, and now we are going to use only had, right? Had. And then after had I can never use first form of the verb. No. I cannot use second form of the verb also. I use only and only third form of the verb, and that we call past participle. Then as usual, object will be there, right? So object and subject, they are integral part of the sentence. We don't have to look at them. So the main formula of past perfect tense is had plus third form of the verb. So let's write the definition and I explain it exactly. So the definition says past perfect tense is used to indicate an action that completed before the moment in the past. Just go to the past continuous tense again. Yesterday only, when you were somewhere, there might have been some actions which might have been completed before that point. It may be you might have finished your lunch. It may be your mother might have cooked food, something which might have been finished yesterday. So let's what the definition says. past perfect tense is used to indicate an action. Up to here it is okay. It is important here that completed before the moment in the past. Just take that moment when you were sitting, you were watching television. Before that moment, that completed, some actions were completed. For example, if I take example, like she had cooked food. She had cooked food. Here the action is of cooking. It was already done, finished. Just imagine you are watching television. You were watching television that time. Your sister or mother, somebody else might have completed cooking. So she had cooked food. Or we can say Prime Minister had addressed the people. Probably the address which started by Prime Minister of India, it might have been finished by that time. The program might have been over. No part of that was left. So when no part of anything is left, then we use past perfect tense. Action was done. When at present the action is done, we use present perfect. And when in the past the action was done, we use past perfect tense, right? So there is one more thing in this tense. Likely when two actions are joined together, means when two different action comes together, as in past continuous tense, simple past and past continuous we had used. Here too, when two actions will come together, in that case one will be of simple past tense and another will be of past perfect tense. First will be simple past tense and then another will be past perfect tense. Let's write again through the example. Like when I reach station. Just take railway station or any station. Railway station, let's take. When I reach station, the station is right. The station, the train had left. The train had left the platform. When I reach the station, again have I used here two clauses? Yes. First one, when I reach the station, dependent clause. The train had left the platform, independent clause. We will learn that too later on, right? So in the first action, in the first clause, reach, that is the simple past tense here, right? Simple past tense. And in the second one, I had used the train had left, had plus third form of the verb. It means I have used here past perfect tense, right? So as we say that two swords cannot remain in one sheath, mayan that we call. Two swords cannot be there. In the same way, two past perfect sentences cannot be there in the same sentence. One has to be simple past and another has to be past perfect. One has to be simple past, another has to be past continuous tense. That is the rule of language. Okay, one more thing I would like to add in past perfect tense here, that when, okay, that says that when certain words, just like think, it may be want, or it may be suppose, etc. Some words are there, likely if they are used as the main verb in past perfect tense, it indicates that action could not complete in the past. What action could not complete in the past? Let's see, let's use think here in a sentence. Example, likely I had thought Now the action is of help, to help. Right? Thinking is the action like the main. Okay. Main verb is thought and it is the infinitive actually here. Okay. Had plus third form of the think I have used. Now do you think that somebody has been helped here? I had thought to help him. I had thought, but I exactly did not help him. Exactly, I did not help. So action could not complete. So we can add here action of helping could not complete. Right? Action of helping could not complete here. Let's write one more example of want. We will write here like she had wanted to buy a new car. She had wanted to buy a new car, but could she buy? No, because the sense of the sentence is giving the same meaning that she wanted to complete that action, but she could not. Right? So wanted here is the main verb of the sentence. In the previous, thought is the main verb of the sentence. When such kind of words are used as the main verb in past perfect tense, in that case the action is not done. It is considered as. Now let's see the last tense, and that is the past perfect continuous tense. Past perfect continuous tense. One thing I said about present perfect continuous tense, that any action which started in the past and is continued at the present moment that we use, and that was the least used tense. Here also we are rarely using past perfect continuous tense, but still we must know about the formula and sort of actions which will be used in this kind of tense like this. Now perfect also and continue also means there should be ing as well, there should be had also, right? So the formula will be subject plus had, then been, right? Had also and been also, and then the verb with ing form, then object, which is the integral part of any sentence object. Right? Don't think about subject and object. It can be any. The main formula of past perfect continuous tense is had been plus ing form of the verb. Here you will find such kind of actions which began before a certain moment in the past, which began in the past only, long past, and it was still continue. The action was still continue in the past. So let's write the definition first of all. Definition of past perfect continuous tense will be there. Past perfect continuous tense is used to indicate an action that completed or began before a certain moment in the past and continued up to that point. Up to that point. Just if you consider that this to be the past tense, here it is likely, and before this only the action had started, but it was still continuing. Long actions. Here also we use since and for as in present perfect. Let's write here example. 1. They had been paying the rent of the house for 10 years. They had been paying the rent of the house for 10 years. And as the formula says, been also have used, right? Had been, ing form of the verb, had been paying. They were paying and they had been paying. There is difference. They were paying means we simply see the action was continuing. They were paying. But when we say they had been paying, it denotes that the action was very long. Right? Here we have put certain point also like this way. Right? So for 10 years. Can it be since 10 years? No. Because 10 years we know it is a sort of duration. We don't have the beginning point. When we get the beginning point of anything, we say that there we can use since, but for such kind of thing, we use for where we get only and only duration. Let's write one more example. Okay, for example, Shashi had been practicing cricket since last Monday. It can be any action likely since last Monday. Now Monday, is it definite beginning of the point? Yes, Monday, but last Monday we are talking about. So he had been practicing. Same way had, as per the rule, been I have used here, and then ing form of the verb. So past perfect continuous tense is used for those sort of action which began before a certain point in the past and were still continuing. Right? Here we have completed past tense entirely. You can practice many examples of the same. Now let's revise what exactly we learned today. We learned 4 subtenses of the past tense. First one, simple past tense, which is used to indicate an action that took place just before the present moment and it doesn't have any relation with the present moment. If it has relation, then that is present perfect tense. Second, we learn past continuous tense for the actions which were in progress in the past. Then past perfect, which were the actions which were already done, finished before a certain point in the past. Past perfect tense, and past perfect continuous tense for the actions which began before a certain point in the past and continue. Those were still continue at that point of moment. Right? So the next period we will learn about the future tense. Right? For assignment for the same has been uploaded on the ERP. Please download it, complete it, and send it back for the correction. Right? Thank you very much.